What's wrong with my marketing? So, several of our CBF members reached out to me recently and said, "Gosh, we're really discouraged about marketing. It just seems like nothing is working. What's wrong with my marketing?" And Cole, one of our CBF program consultants that talks to people who are interested in joining Cleaning Business Fundamentals. And some of you are like, I can't wait till April. I need this now. You can go to cleaningbusinessfundamentals.com and book an appointment to talk with Cole about your business and to see if you're a good fit for our program, because we don't want anybody in it that is not ready to really grow and take off and put down the map forever. But he was talking to somebody recently also about marketing. And she said, my number one problem, my number one challenge right now is marketing. Now, I think she has more challenges than marketing, because if I were talking to her, I would say, okay, if the only problem you have in business right now is marketing, if that's it, if that's your only problem, then would all of your problems go away if I gave you 500 leads tomorrow? Seriously, think about it. Would all of your business problems go away if I gave you 500 qualified leads tomorrow? And I think most people would say, no, my problems would only just begin. In fact, my problems would double, because then you would find out you don't have enough staff to service all of those people that I just gave you. Your closing rate might not be high enough. You're probably not charging enough. So the last thing we want is 100 new, more underpaying clients, right? And then most people don't have enough staff to do the cleanings, to accept the work, to be able to say yes. And if they did, if they were able to hire them, they don't have an automated, proven system to train and onboard them quickly. So it just takes too long to get one person up and running, trained and ready to clean. And so for most people, their problems only begin when they have enough marketing for people to hire your service. That's just the beginning of their problems. So if you know you've been hearing about CBF forever, cleaningbusinessfundamentals.com, if you know you need this, then go visit us at Cleaning Business Fundamentals. Book a call. There's no charge for the call. And let's see if you're a good fit. And then hopefully you'll join CBF and you'll be a part of our membership when you attend CBF Live. So back to my story of the lady that thought her main problem and her only problem was marketing. I believe her problems go deeper than marketing. But let's just say right now, that is your struggle. Marketing is your pain point. Marketing is your struggle. And you're asking yourself, what's wrong with my marketing? It used to work a year and a half ago. I could put some ads out there a year ago, or 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, I could put some ads out there and my phone would ring off the hook to the point where I was turning away business. So what's wrong with my marketing right now? So let's talk about it. First of all, I want to ask you, what's right with it? Right? Before you ask, what's wrong with my marketing, I want you to tell me what's right with your marketing. And this is a good time for you to interact with me. So you can type into the comments right now, because I'd love to know. I'm sure some of you have really got some great marketing going on right now. So if you can answer that question, what's right with your marketing? Just post what's right with it right now. What's really working phenomenal? What are you doing in the Department of Marketing that is producing all the leads you could possibly hope for? All the high paying leads you could possibly hope for? Because cheap leads, low paying leads, well, I don't need those. They will cause me to go out of business. But high paying leads that are ready to book service, that want to hire a cleaning service and then want to go recurring, I'll take those all day long. So what's right with your marketing program right now? So let's talk a little bit about marketing. Many of you have heard the term push marketing and pull marketing. And I remember the first time I heard that, it was so confusing. I could never remember the difference, and I never really fully understood it. And I think most people that teach marketing don't even understand this concept well enough to explain it. So I never did. But to keep it really simple, push marketing is about pushing your services right in front of your audience, the people that you are hoping will hire you. It's like pushing your ads to them. Push marketing is just pushing your service in front of as many eyeballs as you possibly can. And with push marketing, here's the biggest test that it's push marketing versus pull marketing. With push marketing, the single indicator that this particular marketing strategy you are using is push marketing is it's easily trackable. So push marketing is easily trackable, right? So like you spend a bunch of money on Google Ads, people click on it, and you can see in Google Analytics your conversion rate, meaning how many people clicked and went to your website. And if you're like me, you have a lead generation form on the homepage of your website. Then as long as they land on your website and fill out that form, then I know where they came from. I know where they came from once they fill out that form and hit submit. Oh, this lead came from Google, or this lead came from Facebook. So one of the indications that you are using push marketing techniques is it's very trackable. Think about putting door hangers on a house, right? It's very trackable. If somebody calls you and says, hey, I'd like a quote, I received your door hanger on my door yesterday, that's very easy to track. Now, pull marketing is different. And so I want you to think about push marketing as it is strategies to push your services in front of your customers or your prospects, and to make sure they see it. So door hangers, magazine ads, Google ads that put the ads right in front of them so they see it. Facebook ads, it pushes the ads right in front of them so they can see it. Push marketing tends to focus on short-term goals, right? It's like, I need 300 leads a month. I need 100 leads a month. I need 50 leads a month. Push marketing focuses on short-term goals, right? Not so much long-term goals of like, I want everybody in town to know about my service. That's a long-term goal. But a short-term goal is, I need 10 leads this week. I need 400 leads a month, right? So it does focus on short-term goals that get kind of immediate call to action, right? And push marketing is more affordable than pull marketing. And I'll tell you a little bit about pull marketing in a minute, but push marketing tends to be more affordable. So like, you put a certain amount of money on your Facebook ads budget. You put a certain amount of money on your Google ads budget. You pay a certain amount per lead for home advisor leads. So it tends to be kind of minimal in its cost. It's not that expensive. Somebody was telling me the other day, they have a little local newspaper that actually produces some great results, and it's only $28 per publication. That's pretty cheap, right? I can't even imagine a print ad nowadays only costing $28. And she said, yeah, she does. And, putting an ad in, let's say, a local magazine that might be $200 or $300 or $400. In the big scheme of things, it's pretty affordable. It's not that expensive. So push marketing tends to have minimal pricing. And then, but again, push marketing is very easy to track, right? So think about it. If I put an ad in a local magazine that cost me $250 or $400 for a full page ad or whatever, I know when a customer calls up and says, hey, I'd like a quote. I say, how did you hear about me? Oh, I read about you in Living Magazine. It is so easy to track, right? All right. So here are some examples of push marketing, right? Here's some examples of push marketing. Emails, right? This is you pushing your brand and your offers in front of all the prospects that are in your database. That's push marketing. What else? Google ads, Google local, Facebook ads, Nextdoor ads, even Facebook organic, right? Just posting on Facebook. Those are push marketing examples. Yelp ads, door hangers and flyers, already covered that. Networking, sort of, it's kind of pull marketing, but it can also be push marketing. It's low cost. And when you go to a networking event, oftentimes you can leave with 1 or 2 leads. So it sort of is push marketing, but I kind of see it more as pull marketing. Even following up repetitively in email automations with prospects that got away. Even going live like this. This is kind of like push marketing. I'm pushing my brand in front of your face. I'm pushing CBF Live in front of you, right? And it's low cost because it didn't cost me anything to go live today, right? I didn't have to spend money on advertising. I'm just spending time, which is very valuable, but it's not the same as writing a check. Now let's talk a little bit about pull marketing, because this is why our marketing isn't working. We don't have a combination of both, right? People tend to put too much of their marketing efforts or dollars into one or two or three things only. And so you may have poured all your money into Google Ads, or you may have poured all your money into a magazine ad, and that's it, right? But there's this other thing that's what I would call a long play when it comes to marketing. In other words, you don't get instant and fast results cheap. You don't. But it's pull marketing. This is where you're pulling people to you gradually, right? This is where you're pulling people towards you, but your phone doesn't tend to ring with pull marketing when it happens. So think radio ads, right? Radio ads is pull marketing. You're putting it out there in your community about the service that you do, but they're driving when they listen to the radio, right? They're on their way to work, thinking about the kids' soccer game after work, or, whatever, or thinking about what they're going to pick up for dinner tonight when they're on their way home from work and they're listening to the radio. They're not necessarily looking for a maid service and finding you with your ads, right? So pull marketing is more about branding you. It's getting your community saturated with your brand, whether they're looking for you or not, whether they need you or not. They're just driving down the road and they hear about you on the radio, or they see a big billboard up on the highway, or in your community, they see a billboard, right? They're not going to pull over, stop their car, pull over, turn off the engine, and call you, right? Like they would if they're looking through a magazine and they're like, oh, I need to call them, right? So billboards are kind of like a pull marketing. You're just like, hey, when you're ready, I'm here. When you're ready, we're voted number one. When you're ready, we're the best, right? Building relationships with affiliates can be viewed as pull marketing, right? And this is where you partner with like local realtors to constantly refer you in exchange for whatever, right? Or influencers, you get them to talk about you or review you or rave about you when they have their house cleaned. And so it's kind of like second party branding, but it doesn't necessarily make your phone ring at the moment, right? Networking, again, I said, was like pull marketing. It's when you go, you have a presence, and you're asking your business colleagues in the community that are a part of BNI or Chambers of Commerce or Rotary Club, not necessarily to hire you, because many of them have their own private housekeeper, but to keep you in mind when one of their customers says, hey, who do you know? Right? So that's why networking is usually more of a source of pull marketing and not so much push marketing. Usually the people at the Chambers of Commerce isn't going to hire you to clean their house unless you are still priced like a private housekeeper. And many of you are, and that's why you get too many people from the Chamber of Commerce. You're charging the low private housekeeper prices. So let's talk about what's wrong with your marketing. First and foremost, too many people are not doing enough push marketing. And most of us are not doing both push marketing and pull marketing. Push marketing is, I need customers now. Let's go post on Facebook, or let's go advertise in some local paper, or let's go do 1,000 door hangers. Okay. But we're not doing enough, right? And when you don't do enough and you get a few clients, you're desperate. So you tend to undercharge because you need everybody that calls you. And so number one problem that's wrong with your marketing is you're just not doing enough. So raise your Google Ads budget if you need more customers, or switch Google Ads experts to make sure you're working with a true expert. Post more often if you need more customers. So frequency is the number one problem that I see with people's marketing, is their frequency isn't high enough. How often do you post? How often do you advertise? How often do you put door hangers out? And how often do you attend chambers of commerce and network? How often do you put ads in the newspaper or ads in your local magazine, right? So when your frequency of marketing is hit and miss, only when you're desperate, it's not going to be very effective. So that's one of the things that's wrong with your marketing. Number one, you're not doing enough of it. You don't have enough sources. Number two, you're not doing it often enough. Marketing should be frequent and ongoing. You should be doing door hangers every single day, 5 rounds. When your staff go out to clean a house, they should all have door hangers in their hands and go put at least 5 door hangers around every door of every home they clean every single day. Imagine you had 10 teams going out every single day and they're cleaning on average 3 homes a day each team, right? So 10 teams cleaning 3 homes a day on average, that's 30 homes a day. Are you doing 5 rounds in 30 homes a day, right? 5 times 30 is 150 door hangers. It was left like that in a matter of seconds. One person can go do 5 rounds while the other person is loading the car. It's so easy. It's ridiculous. But then here's where the magic happens. 10 teams, 3 houses a day, that's 150 door hangers in just one day. What if they do that 5 days a week? What's 150 times 5? I wish I could do the math in my head, but I can't. So 150 times 5 days a week, drum roll please, that's 750 door hangers a week in the best neighborhoods. Because what makes a best neighborhood? Well, the one you already clean in, duh. The one you already clean in is the best neighborhood for you to work on. Why? Number one, it helps you build route density and cut down drive time. Number two, birds of a feather flock together. People who can afford maid service live in neighborhoods with people who can afford maid service. And so the fact that you're there cleaning is living proof that it's a good neighborhood. Put those 5 rounds out. So again, 3 homes a day, 10 people out there, or 10 teams or 10 people, however you do it, 3 homes a day, 5 days a week. You've just put out 750 door hangers in seconds every single day in the right neighborhoods. But what happens is people put out the door hangers, they do it for 2 or 3 weeks, and then they quit. Now you have a bunch of door hangers gathering dust sitting on your shelf in your office. So not having enough marketing in place, enough variety, and not enough frequency and consistency. It's all push marketing and none of it's pull marketing. Another example of pull marketing is joining cleaning for a reason. And just making sure the public knows, your community knows that you give back and you're making a difference and you're serving cancer patients totally for free. Isn't that a wonderful thing? And talk about the most amazing pull marketing. It turns your company into a magnet, right? You're pulling the public towards you. They're falling in love with your business because they adore what you do when they find out that you're serving cancer patients throughout your community 100% for free. So what else is wrong with our marketing? I'll tell you what's wrong with our marketing. We misdiagnose the problem. We think, nobody's looking for a maid service. Or we think, there's too much cheap competition out there. How can I stand out in a crowded market with all those cheap competitors, right? We misdiagnose our marketing problems. We think, nobody has money. It's a recession, right? People can't afford our prices. People can't afford maid service in general. People can afford us for one time, but they can't really afford to sign up recurring, right? The number one problem with your marketing in many, many cases is you are misdiagnosing the problem. Well, how do you know the problem is people can't afford your service? If they can afford to hire you for a $300 or $400 one-time clean, they're probably in the same income bracket as the people who can afford to hire you for weekly or bi-weekly. So why do you assume just because they did not sign up recurring that they can't afford it? Could it be another reason? So oftentimes you're misdiagnosing the problem. Come to CBF Live, cbflive.com to get registered. And we'll be sharing a lot more around marketing and branding and building your empire and hiring the right cleaners. But misdiagnosing the problem seems to be one of the biggest reasons, especially when you become a little more advanced in business. You have a lot of marketing in place. You're spending a lot of money on marketing. Seems to be one of the biggest challenges business owners have. So let me give you a tip on the right way to diagnose your marketing problems. Is it really the recession? Is it really that there's too many cheap competitors in your area when you give it that diagnosis? Is it really that most people can only afford one time right now? Is that really true? Could you be misdiagnosing? Well, here's some help, and that is you must know your numbers. If you want to succeed at marketing, if you want to have a successful, nonstop, steady flow of high-paying customers who want your service, if you want to create that and have that kind of a successful marketing campaign ongoing in your company, you must know your numbers. Now, we'll be talking quite a bit about knowing your numbers at CBF Live, and that's one of the big signature parts of CBF is people finally understand the numbers in the business. And, you know, the numbers are math, and math can be very simple if you keep it simple. And math is money, period. And so if you don't know your numbers, you're leaving money on the table. And so here are some of the numbers you absolutely, positively must be tracking in your cleaning business to make sure that your marketing is working and to help you pinpoint what's not working with your marketing. Number one, first and foremost, you must track the number of leads that come in. That means how many phone calls did you get who inquired about service? How many online leads did you get? Add them all together. How many was that last month? Count your leads. I've talked to business owners that don't count the leads that didn't close. They only count the leads that closed. Well, that doesn't make sense. You need to count all of them. So count how many leads came in last month and the previous month and this month. Track the number of leads. And then number two, track the number of leads you actually connected with and gave a quote to. We all have leads that come in, leave a voicemail. We try to call them back. They ghost us. We never quoted them. We all have leads that come in through the internet over the weekend or in the evenings, and we try to connect with them the next day and they ghost us. They don't answer us. They don't return our call. They don't return our text, right? So we know we have a lot of leads and a lot of them are not ever going to get quoted because they ignore us when we try to follow up. So how many leads did you quote? All right. So number one, how many leads did you get? How many leads did you quote? Right. So people who call you, if you answer the phone, you're going to quote them. People you call back, if it went to voicemail and you call back quickly and you reach them, you're going to quote. Or people who filled out an online internet form on your website and you connect with them early as possible the next day and you reach them, you're going to quote them. So count the leads you got to quote, and then count the number of quoted leads that converted, right? So count the leads, count the ones you quoted, and then count the ones who converted to a yes. In other words, you quoted them a price and they said, here's my credit card. Easy peasy. I quoted 10 people this week and 5 of them gave me their credit card and booked a cleaning, right? Don't worry about if they said they're going to go recurring or if they said they're going to be one time. Just count how many booked, right? How many converted, how many booked a cleaning. And then track your marketing spend. This is vital. I'm amazed at how many times I ask a business owner, so how much did you spend on marketing last month? And they're not sure and they're guessing. They're like, well, I think I spent about $800 on marketing. And then I'm like, okay, well, let's write it down. What did you spend? Give me one of your lead sources. Okay, I spent money on SEO. How much was that? $500. Okay. Next, I bought Google Ads. Okay, well, how much was your budget? $300. Okay, well, now you're at $800. Did you spend anything else? So what is your marketing spend? You must know the answer to that question. How much are you spending on marketing? Now, here's a little tip. Take whatever you're spending on marketing let's say you spend $1,000 and divide that, whatever you spend on marketing, whether it's $500 a month or $1,000 a month or $5,000 a month. Take your $1,000 a month and divide that by however much revenue you bring in every single month on an average basis, right? So let's say you're bringing in $10,000 a month in cleanings, in revenue. If you took 1,000 and divided it into 10,000, then you would be able to say, wow, I spent 10% on marketing. Now, most people don't. They don't spend 10% on marketing. But you need to know, what percentage of my revenue am I spending on marketing? Because most people are under marketing. You have to spend quite a bit above 5% to even grow a business. You've got to spend about 5% when your business is super tiny just to get a few leads. But at a certain point, because people drop off, right? It's called attrition. If you don't spend more than your attrition, then every dime you spend will simply replace the one leaving. And so you have to track your marketing spend and compare it against your revenue to see if you're spending enough. The Small Business Administration says that businesses must spend between 6 and 8% just to grow. And if you really want to grow aggressive and grow really hard, you need to spend 10%. The franchises tell their franchisees to spend 10% of their revenue on marketing budget until they reach certain size business, and usually $1 million within 2 years. So track the number of leads, track the number of leads you quoted, track the number of leads that booked, and then track exactly what you spent on marketing, and determine what it's costing you to generate one lead, right? So most of us, is costing us between $28 and $44 to create a lead through marketing spend, right? And then it breathes new life into neglecting your leads, because if you track that and you discover, wow, I'm spending $44 on every lead that comes in, then you have to ask yourself, why do I let my leads grow cold? Why do I let a lead go to voicemail because I'm over here wrapping birthday presents for a cleaning technician? Right? Seriously, you paid $44 for that lead. You're going to continue to wrap presents? Or you're going to continue to do payroll or some other trivial task that could be set aside to take that phone call? You see, what happens is we don't really pay close attention to what we're doing with our marketing, and that's why it doesn't work very well. Maybe we're getting plenty of leads and we're doing plenty of great marketing, but we're ignoring too many of our leads. They're going to voicemail. We're not following up within a timely manner. Maybe we've hired a VA who isn't quoting anybody. They're just emailing them prices. Well, good luck with that. You'll never close anybody if all you do is email prices, unless you're the cheapest service in town. And so I like to ask that question again. What's wrong with my marketing? The real question is, what's right with it? Are you spending enough money? Are you tracking where those leads are coming from? Are you diverse in your marketing strategies, or are you just putting all your eggs in one little basket? Are you spread out? We're doing door hangers, we're doing networking, we're doing Google ads and Yelp ads and Facebook. Are you spread out? Right? I don't mean spread out geographically. I mean putting your marketing efforts out in more than one place. And then, are you applying push marketing and pull marketing to your business for short-term goals that you need to reach and long-term goals that you want to reach? So those short-term goals, like in my company, is I have to have at least 350 leads a month just to kind of barely grow by a tiny bit because we have high attrition, right? We're a huge company. We have almost 900 recurring clients, and there's always people leaving and moving. And so I've got to replace those first, right? And so I've got to do lots and lots and lots of push marketing, right? So are you tracking and measuring it? And are you measuring the percentage of dollars you're putting into your marketing budget as a percentage of revenue? And making sure you're upwards of 6 to 8% spent on marketing. And anything below 5%, you're going to grow so slow Good luck with that. And once your business reaches a certain size, you won't grow at all. So push marketing, pull marketing, tracking and measuring everything, and being consistent. Be consistent with your marketing. Don't stop and start. Stop and start. Oh, the barn's on fire. I need leads. Let me go put some marketing in place. And then pulling back and stopping when 2 people quit. Don't stop and start your marketing. It should be consistent. It should be repetitive. You should have a steady stream of high-paying prospects coming into your business at all times. So I don't know if this helps. If you want to learn more about not just marketing, but more than marketing, understanding the numbers, understanding the math around how to build an empire. I love to say the math is the path. Math is money, and money is fun. Don't be afraid of math. So CBF, Cleaning Business Fundamentals is where you'll find the answers to the math in the residential cleaning industry, the path to effective marketing, the cheap and low cost and free marketing sources in the beginning when your business is small, and the right paid marketing sources as your business grows, how to get to a 6-figure income as the owner instead of settling for $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a year paycheck when you work like a dog day and night trying to grow your business, how to create a 6-figure income for yourself, how to become 100% mop free. I'll show you how. We teach people how to put down the mop forever in 90 days. Cole was talking to a lady, I think last week, I don't remember her name, but he was talking to her and she said, "Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I could become mop free in 90 days? He said, "Yes, if you follow our program to a T. Now you can't change it. You need to follow it. But if you've been cleaning year after year after year, scratching your head going, I got all these helpers, they keep turning over. Why am I still cleaning? I should be managing a team of 5 or 10 or 15 or 20 or 25, or in my case, 56 to 59 on any given day." If that's how you feel, well, we can show you how to become 100% mop free in 90 days if you just follow our formula. So if you're interested in CBF, joining CBF before the event, go to cleaningbusinessfundamentals.com and book a strategy session. And Cole or somebody from my team will connect with you and talk with you about your business and see if you're ready. Now, the number one factor in being ready is you need to be willing to spend a few $1,000s to invest in your training. And if you're not ready, then don't book a strategy session. Just wait till you are ready. Or if you know somebody who should be doing this and they want to invest in their training, this is the number one residential cleaning business academy in the world. We're number one in the world. We have literally trained thousands of specific residential cleaning business owners. Now, there are lots of gurus out there. In fact, most of them I've trained. Most of them took my training, and I guess they didn't apply enough of it and they couldn't make enough money, so they copied my stuff. That happens too. But I've trained most of the gurus out there, right? But this program, Cleaning Business Fundamentals, is the number one residential cleaning business training academy in the world, right? Don't risk your future on somebody who's a knockoff, right? I mean, your future is all you have. And time is priceless. You cannot make back the time you waste on maybe a copycat knockoff. So if you know it's time for you to fix your business, cleaningbusinessfundamentals.com is the real deal. And like I've said, we've helped thousands of business owners double and triple their business. We've helped hundreds of business owners become mop-free millionaires. And we've helped hundreds and hundreds of business owners just become mop-free. Whether they ever became mop-free millionaires, maybe not. But we have helped hundreds of people become mop-free millionaires. So cleaningbusinessfundamentals.com, you can book a session to talk about it. cbflive.com, if you're skeptical and you want to come and see for yourself, 3 full days of training. Now, obviously, we can't spend 3 days giving you what we spend a year teaching you in CBF, but it is 3 full days of a concentrated taste of the depth of knowledge we have in CBF. It's stuff you won't hear anywhere. not with the level of detail and specificity for a residential cleaning business. And no, one size does not fit all. Okay. The things that you do to build a janitorial company are not the same things that you do to build a residential cleaning company. It's not the same. Or the things that you need to learn to build a successful short-term rental company is not exactly the same as what you need to build a year-round non-seasonal residential cleaning company. That's why we have an expert in our CBF coaching program, Coach Kathy Merchant, where she can take our CBF program and help you fix your year-round services and apply all the knowledge and expertise she has in the short-term rental field. So we even have our own short-term rental expert. Why? Because I don't believe one size fits all. Excuse me. One size doesn't fit all. If that's all you need, then just go buy a bunch of books, but you won't figure out how to become a multiple seven-figure residential cleaning business with a bunch of generic advice that kind of applies to all businesses. It just doesn't work that way. So, a heart surgeon that wants to specialize in repairing heart valves in humans doesn't go to just general medical practice school. He has to specialize, right? So if you really want to be the best in the world at building a year-round residential cleaning business, then you need to go to this specialized expert who doesn't claim to be an expert at everything. So cleaningbusinessfundamentals.com will not only help you fix what's wrong with your marketing, will also help you fix what's wrong with your business, why it's not profitable, why you're not earning six figures, why you're still cleaning, why you still have ridiculous runaway employee turnover, why you have too many low-paid workers that don't care and will never clean like you. We'll help you fix all of those things. We'll help you put in place a turnkey training system so you can crank out one shiny new happy residential cleaning employee in 5 days. There's no other training program on the planet like that one. We have the only one proven, automated, systemized, advanced training program for residential cleaning business trainees that gets the job done effectively in 5 days. Only one. It's the only one. So cleaningbusinessfundamentals.com. And if you want to come to CBF Live, it's still half price, guys. So go get registered now. CBFlive.com. CBFlive.com. Get registered while it's half price, because as soon as Diana gets back from vacation, she's going to raise that price because it's already February and the price should have been raised. But she's in New Zealand and Australia. She's our executive director at CBF Live. So I hope this was helpful, and I hope you will keep following me. Make sure if you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and please click on the notifications, and also do me a favor and comment. I'd love to hear what you thought about this, or if you have some amazing marketing advice you can post in our comments. We would love to see it, and others would enjoy reading it. So if that's YouTube, also on Facebook, please comment your advice, the best marketing practices that you're doing that's actually working, and ask any questions that you can in the comments. So now let me go back to reading the comments and see if there's anybody where I missed. And if you have a question around marketing, post it right now. While I'm live, I can answer it. So I see Aaron Coleman joined us earlier. Don't know if he's still in here. Kathy Merchant says, can't wait to hug you. I think that's for somebody she had invited to come to CBF Live. So that's pretty exciting. And Aaron Coleman, always so uplifting. One of our incredible mop-free millionaires. He and Tony got their green jacket this past year, I believe it was, at CBF Live. And they've got their business to $1 million. It was broken. They were ready to throw in the towel when they found CBF. And now they're absolutely crushing it and doing bigger and better things. And such an inspiration to all of us. So Aaron says, updating our Google profile with posts, products, pictures and new weekly reviews targeting postcards, mailers, and referrals. Fantastic, Aaron. Fantastic. You see how diverse he is? He's not putting all his eggs in one basket. He's not doing just one thing. You got to do a lot of things often. You have to do a lot of things often. Thank you, Aaron, for sharing that with everybody. Kathy Merchant says, I love our billboards. Oh, I wish we had some affordable billboards in my area. I'm a believer in billboards. All right. Coach Eric Ems was in the house. That's kind of exciting. And Coach Eric Ems, quoting one of our favorite gurus out there in the marketing world, Josh Latimer, everything is marketing, people. Everything is marketing. Yep. Eric, he's our numbers guy at CBF. He's our numbers coach. He will help you get your budget under control. He will help you get your financials in order. He will help you understand your break-even point once you have overhead expenses, and that's a scary thing. He is our money coach. We really love Coach Eric, and he's so right. Math is money, baby. And somebody said, Debbie Sardone, you are the best. I don't know who that was, but thank you. You're the best. Oh, my goodness. I think I'll just leave that one up there forever. Oh, thank you. Somebody commented, great class tonight. So if you found this helpful, I would love your feedback in the comments. I read each and every one of them. Sometimes I'm reading them at 1 o'clock in the morning, but I read each and every comment. So if you would comment if this was helpful. I would also love to know what are the topics that you wish I would go live and cover. Now, I haven't done a Ask Debbie Anything in a while, so I'll have to do that soon. But I feel like marketing is on everybody's mind because people feel like marketing is just not working very well right now. And that's not true. It's actually not true. So Task Force Cleaning said, thank you very much. Well, you are welcome. For those of you who are watching live here, if you are a pro or an elite, I just posted a secret link in the CBF Private Pros Facebook group today on the emergency marketing mastermind that I did with some of our elites and our pros. And this is kind of a top secret training that only our pros and elites can watch the replay on. So guys, if you're on here and did not see me post that in the Private Pros Facebook group, go over there and watch it. It was a 2-hour hot seat mastermind training I did on Friday with just this elite small group of people. And I'm opening up that replay training for all of our pros and elites. It's going to blow your mind. It was really, really good. We went deep and got to the nitty gritty for why different people in different pockets of the country are struggling with their marketing and their conversions. So pros and elites, go over there into the private CBF Pro Facebook group and watch that replay. I know you'll love it. All right, guys, I can't wait to see you at CBF Live. We'll have nearly 500 residential cleaning business owners and their business partners and spouses there at CBF Live in Dallas, Texas, April 4th, 5th, and 6th. It's just coming up in spring. The resort, we have secured a fantastic per day rate for your hotel stay at this beautiful resort. If you wait too long, we will run out of our room block, and they've already told us they will not extend that price. It will be double when we run out of rooms. So you'll either have to pay double or you'll have to stay at one of the local, they're all almost walkable, but one of the local hotels if you don't get in on time. So go to cbflive.com, book your registration and book your hotel ASAP before we run out of rooms. Dallas is spectacular in April. Some of you are in parts of the country, it's still cold in April. It might even still be snowing in April. I suspect because we've had this really warm winter that April is going to be stunning. The weather is beautiful. We're in this area called Irving, Texas, which is about 15 minutes from DFW Airport, with fabulous shops and restaurants all around on a river walk. It's actually a canal, and they have gondolas on this canal. It is so cool down there. And then the beautiful Omni Hotel Resort that we're staying in, you're just going to love it. And you know what? This is a business write-off, so come join us. April 4, 5, and 6, 2024, cbflive.com, half price on the registration still. Join us and invest in your brain, invest in your future, and invest in learning how to get you from where you are today to over 1 million to multiple millions. I've done it. I've helped hundreds of others do it, and I can help you do it too. So cbflive.com, be there or be square. All right, I'm getting silly. Time to sign off. Take care, everybody. Have a great evening.